Jacobs.
So tank players are like, this is not to discredit them or discredit anything about like what we're saying them as tank players. They play a very important role in the way you build your lineup. I've seen a lot of people leave very important cap value points out on the board. Mm-hmm. What I mean by that is, like, you need to have a fullback player in your lineup. And like what I'm seeing a lot of people might, like, when they send me lineups, they'll put a fullback in and he's like 15 or 16 cap value. I'm like, and where I'm saying tank is, like, if you're not going to use that fullback, you're wasting whatever the cap value is at the lowest level. So we have a Nick Jacobs. We can get you into a Nick Jacobs who you can actually go and buy on the marketplace. He's available as a fullback you can pick up.
He's the replacement
fullback.
For like 5 coins.
He's 5 cap value. And actually, what I like about him, he's actually serviceable. He's 6'5". He's got 80 speed, pretty good acceleration, and his run blocking, pass blocking is not bad. Like, not bad.
For 5 cap.
For 5 cap value. This is almost an automatic. If you're looking to tank your fullback, this is an automatic. You got to go Nick Jacobs. Every lineup should have a Nick Jacobs if you want to tank the fullback.
Yes.
Next up, I get you into a Brandon Watts and a Nate Askew. Nate Askew is on the marketplace. You can pick up a Nate Askew. He is going for, I think, 6 coins, the Nate Askew. Cap value. He's actually 7 cap value. But and then here's the Brandon Watts. What you like about Watts is he's 92 speed, 95 acceleration. So, for all intents and purposes, he could be a good user defender at 6'2", and he's only 6 cap value.
Right. Especially he's decent on special teams because he's fast.
Yep.
You got him as a backup just in case. The plan isn't to necessarily use these guys unless you have to. Where Askew people are using with 92 speed, 75 hit power,
6'4",
excel, 7 cap value, 6'4" tall.
And he's got 65 spectacular catch just for fun. So those are 3 guys there. And then where is my next here? We had another. There's the tight end. It's the tight end. It's the cheapest tight end in the game. I gotta find it.
There's a guy that I like, Morgan something.
Morgan.
Morgan Cox has a very low cap number, and he's pretty good run blocker for what you get. 70 strength.
That's okay. That's
with, I don't know,
it's like 81 run block.
81 run block for 9 cap. You have to take a second tight end.
Like, that's good.
So this is your second tight end, unless you're going to run 2 tight end sets, and that's where you're going to try and dominate people from.
So the last thing I'd say about tank players, you need to look at tank players, and you need to go to the bottom of the cap total, cap amount, and then you need to isolate and find those guys that fit the lowest cap value amount, and then can you find a guy that has some type of good rating or elite rating somewhere. So, like, Morgan Cox has 81 run blocking. Okay, that's good. That's actually really good for a tight end. Like, we were just talking about Travis Kelce, who had 80 run blocking. We were praising him for it.
You can't throw him a spec. Can't throw him a catch in traffic.
But you can throw him to block.
Right.
Same thing with Nate Askew and Brandon Watts. They can't necessarily tackle great. They don't have hit power. They don't have, pursuit, all that good stuff. But what do they have? 6'2", 6'4", and they both had 92 speed. That makes a pretty good user defender to just get into areas and make things muddy. So they fulfill those needs of, like, having a good stat, and that's how you're going to find a good tank player.
Crazy. I like it. I think that will get the job done for you, and we'll keep looking an eye out here. Let's jump into